What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on COSM stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that drove the price of this asset for more than 6,000%. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and my main assumption was that we should have one more leg to the downside that probably might hit some lower price targets, and my main assumption was that we should hit this range of resistance that becomes a support at roughly $4.10, and all of the numbers are post-split, and I redrew my analysis in order to see it more clear. So, and as you can see, we have this movement to the downside. We first of all touched this range of 0.786 if I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from its lowest point to its highest point, and we touched it right here. Then we broke it to the downside and hit the next range. It is a one-to-one extension of the C wave compared to A wave. And this was the first target, and let me show you that we had the first bounce to the upside, but right after that Cosmos Holdings announced their news that turned the price action to basically insanity. And first of all, it lost about 90% of its value, about 94% of its value in the pre-market hours, and then it gained about 6,000, more than 6,000%, as already mentioned. And then it dropped for more than 66%. And right now, this asset hovers at the range of about $8.59, and nobody knows what to expect next. And I will show you what might be the probable price action in upcoming session, but everything depends on the news and on the volume. So, and let's continue with the news. What was the driver of this asset right here? Definitely it was the stock split, and they announced 1 to 25 reverse stock split. And let me show you that they published this news on December 15th at 1:45 p.m. And they said that the reverse stock split will be effective at the opening of the business day on Friday, December 16th. And it happened. Definitely it happened right before the trading day, because a lot of people had an ability to enter or leave their position, basically to trade on pre-market hours. And because of this, we had this massive sell-off, and the lowest point for this asset was 33 cents. And definitely this massive drop is very unusual in a matter of just several minutes. Let me show you that if I switch to 5 minutes time frame, we had a huge drop on the pre-market trading, and then we had consistent growth, and this movement was unexpected because FINRA tried to block the trade on this asset, but some brokerages allows people to enter and leave their position. And because of this, we have this mind-blowing movement to the upside, and then we have this retracement. So let me show you another news that might be quite interesting right now. We are on fintel.io, and right here you can find that this asset doesn't have shares available for shorting. We have the data from 3 hours ago, and right now there are 0 shares available for shorting. On top of that, the short borrow fee rate is quite high. It is about 73.72%, and because of this data, we might consider that with the support of retail community, definitely the short squeeze is 100% possible. But will it happen? And right here, if you take a look on off-exchange short volume ratio, it dropped from 54.2% to 33.62%. This means not so many short sellers activity happens on off-exchange trading. And this means we cannot rely on the short squeeze based on this data. So that's why we have to be very cautious. And what should you do if you want to benefit from this price action? I have to say that this movement to the downside was a classical bear trap, because this movement to the downside implies quite lucrative movement for bears. But right after that, we have the pullback that regain all the losses and that went even higher. And this classical bull trap definitely added a lot of buying power, because these positions that were opened right here from bear's side should be closed, and definitely these positions should be covered by long positions. And this was another catalyst for its movement to the upside, especially when you can see this mind-blowing volume compared to previous one. As you can see, the average volume for this asset was about 14.476 million, but the latest volume was mind-blowing 120 million shares. And definitely right now we have this retracement, and it is quite obvious because all of indicators was extremely overbought. If we take a look across multiple time frames, we can see that the RSI was extremely high. And right now, let me switch again to 5 minutes time frame. If I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from this bottom to this top, as you can see, we are exactly at the golden pocket range. This means with the support of retail community, and I have to say that COSM stock right now is at the first place on the most active section and watchers section on stock tweets community, as you can see right here and right here. This means we still have the possibility to see massive volatility of this asset, and definitely from the technical standpoint we also have this range of support that might work perfectly well, and from this point we might see at least a bounce. And how high this bounce might be? For this case, let me pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from its highest point to its current price, and we have following levels. The 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level at the price point of $11.79 is the most probable price target, because we have to close this gap, and this bounce has about 70% probability rate with an upside potential from its current price of about 37 to 40%. Definitely it might be quite interesting setup, but the downside potential for this movement is really massive. We can retest this range of support, and it implies about 52% of potential losses. And because of this risk to reward ratio of less than 1:1, definitely, in my opinion, this asset becomes very risky to trade, and you should avoid any trades with this asset despite the total bullishness of retail community. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack.